Good day world, and welcome back to Stuff We Do, where we do all the knife stuff you love. Knife reviews, knife tests, knife modifications, and... Good day world, and welcome back to Stuff We Do, where we do all the knife stuff you love. Okay, I'm having trouble with that. I'll see what I can do.
Good day world, and welcome to Stuff We Do, where we do all the knife stuff you love. Knife reviews, knife tests, knife modifications, and outdoor stuff with knives.
Okay, today we are looking at one of my new favorite knives. Well, it's the best knife I got in quite a while. Can you see that? It's the H6 Blue Sheep 2016. Black satin and then a stock number 7761. And then if we look at this box, it's a really nice box. It feels really cool. It feels like, I don't know, expensive jewelry. Okay, and then it's one of these slip out boxes. Inside here, everything is nicely padded. We get our little real steel piece of paper that's welcoming us and showing us the Blue Sheep with all the specs there. Lock mechanism is a liner lock. Blade steel 14C28N. Blade length 95 millimeters or one. No, I'm lying. I cannot see that. What does that say? 3.74 inches, I think. Actually, I think so. Blade thickness 3.5 millimeters, 0.138 inches, G10 backspacer, and the G10 handle. Open, it is 215 millimeters or 8.46 inches, and it weighs 160 grams or 5.64 ounces. Okay, so we already did all the stats. You get a nice little cleaning cloth, and it says real steel on there. It feels quite nice. Okay, and then nicely padded in here. Okay, so that's everything we get with the knife. And here is the knife. And then I fail on the first flip. Okay, see, overexcited. If you look at this thing in just the right light, there we can see it. It makes these almost stripes running over it. It does have a texture, but very fine. But if you hold it like that in the sun, there's like these lines that run over it. That's the most beautiful thing ever. Okay, fantastically useful, fantastic, nice pocket clip. The, what do you call it? The screws does stand a bit proud, but it's not a problem. Nice functional clip. It's got this lanyard tube over here, big enough for whatever you want to put in there. Flat screws on one side. On the other side, we see our Torx bits, 866. The thumb studs on this thing is marvelous. It's these stepped thumb studs, and they are quite big. And this thing has got a fantastic action. The only thing is, when it falls shut on your finger, if it touches your nail, it cuts into your nail. I cut my finger a few times. I cut my thumb right on top there. So when this thing falls, it falls. Okay, and because there's no choil or anything, there is a little sharpening choil right at the back there, but no finger choil or anything like that. So I've gotten used to holding it on its side when I'm starting to close it, so it doesn't close on my fingers. And then while I was using this knife, okay, I cut a few pieces of braai meat and things like that, the onion last night. Nothing too major, but it slices fantastically. You can get these in a lot of different blade shapes and designs. This one is a high flat. I know you also get hollow grinds. It's got a beautiful swedge over here, and then one of the H6 series, I cannot remember which one, is a full flat. Okay, but I think that's a smaller one or a shorter one. So anyway, I love this knife. It feels quality, it feels strong, it's got thick liners in here. I know that only one half of the liners have been skeletonized, the one on the show side. This side is not. Pocket clip up, tip up or tip down, only right hand side, so sorry lefties. But it's a fantastic knife. It feels so solid, not a millimeter of wiggle in any direction. I cannot speak today. Okay. Wonderful jumping here on the thumb ramp. Fantastic. And then I started thinking, why do I love this knife so much? You know, the H is for the hunting series and all of that, but I think we said that previously. If you want to see a better review on this specific knife, go check out Canadian Cutting Edge. He did the same knife however many years ago. Fantastic. Okay. But the thing that stood out to me is, why do I love this knife so much? And then I took one of my comparison knives, which is one of my favorite knives of all times, and I looked at them side by side. Apart from the blade being slightly, no, I'm lying, the blade's exactly the same. Only the rat's, what do you call this, handle is a bit longer, but not much. But otherwise, these two have the same characteristics. It's a drop point. The handle shape is almost the same. They have the same thumb ramps. They have the same thumb studs. So I love the rat. I love the rat. Apart from the full flat grind that I would have loved this one to have, the rat actually feels a bit old in comparison. And I'm saying that with all the respect in the world, because I love the rat. Okay, but this knife feels like I'm gonna say it, it feels like a bit more high quality rat in hand, and I think that's why I love it so much. It's got that same feel where it feels like you can do anything with it. It fits naturally beautifully. It's got quite a big handle. Okay, it's got a big fat handle, so even guys with large size hands will have no problem with this one. You can space out, you can leave a little bit of gap. It's really a nice knife. Okay, so I'm definitely going to get myself into some more real steels, because I was so pleasantly surprised with this one. Okay, on the blade itself it says, if I can get it to focus, real steel, and on the back it says H6 blue sheep Lianggang design, and then 14C28N. Everything you need to know, everything you need on a knife. This is really a fantastic knife. It might be a bit heavy for EDC. Well, not really, I'll carry it. But I really think this is a folder that if you have this with you, you can do anything. You can do bushcraft, you can process animals, you can defend yourself if that's really necessary. You can cut boxes, open tape, and do whatever else you need to do. Fantastic knife, wonderful knife, super practical knife. And I actually really like the way this thing looks. Look at the scales. If you see, if you hold them just right, you can see those little patterns forming on the handle. And for G10, this is really nicely done, G10. Okay, it's no flow through. It's got this huge backspacer, but this is so cool. I'll live with that. Okay, lockup is quite good. Maybe a bit more than 50%. No, yeah, a bit more than 50%. Let's just see centering on this. Fantastic, absolutely perfect. Okay, love this knife, super surprised, and it's still one of our budget knives. I think this one was 600 and something, less than 700 rand. So really a cool all-purpose knife, and you do not always get knives that you can do everything with. This one you can. Okay, stay safe, happy, and have a good one. Also, please remember to subscribe if you did not do that yet. Bye-bye.